my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be finding out why your future spouse is going to fall in love with you. So I have actually done this video before about 2 years ago, and I thought it would be fun to be able to do this reading again just to see if we can get any other more meaningful, more fun messages. So if you haven't seen that video yet and you want to get more messages, then definitely make sure to check that out as well. I will have it linked down below in the description box. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your group picks, okay? So for group number 1, we have this coral and white candy cane coming through. For group number 2, we have this bright yellow and white candy cane. And then last but not least, for group number 3, we have this traditional bright red and white candy cane. So guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big deep breath in. And now I want you to please let it out. And now I want you to close your eyes, and as you close your eyes, I want you to think about your future spouse and why they are going to fall in love with you. What is it about you, about your relationship, that is going to make them fall head over heels in love with you? Now, whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, and whichever candy cane your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one candy cane here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends. Hello, group 1. So, if you felt called to this coral and white striped candy cane today, then hey, hello. My name is Cameron and welcome to my side of TarotTube today. I'm so happy to have you. Now, on the day that I am filming this, it does happen to be Christmas. So even though you're going to be finding this video after Christmas, I am just wishing you a very happy Christmas day and a happy holidays in general. The best Christmas gift that I could ever receive is your support and your kindness. I love being able to make videos like this for you guys. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with me. But anyways, let's go ahead and find out why your future spouse is going to fall in love with you. Oh, I do want to say really quickly that my brother is out in the game room outside of my room, and he's playing video games right now, and he gets a little rowdy. So if you do happen to hear some screaming, some like yelling, just know that's my brother, okay? But anyways, let's go ahead and see why your future spouse is going to fall in love with you. Spirit, will you please give us some clear messages? Why is group 1's future spouse going to fall in love with them? Why are they going to fall in love with them? Can we get some messages, please, for why group 1's future spouse is going to fall in love with them? What is it about my group 1 folks that is going to make them fall in love with them? Let's get 1, okay, 2 more cards. Alrighty, you guys. Wow. Okay, this is very interesting. So, we have the Page of Cups coming through. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, the King of Cups. Wow. And we also have the 7 of Swords. So there is literally so much cups energy coming through. There's so much water energy. So you could definitely be a water sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus, because if I'm just going off of my intuition here, I feel like you are the water sign within this scenario. But because this is a very general reading, your future spouse could also be a water sign. So I am talking about the signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the back of the deck energy, we have the Two of Swords coming through as well. Now, the first message that I am hearing is that I feel like your future spouse is kind of just coasting through life before they met you. And I feel like they were someone that didn't want to kind of experience as much emotional depth. I think that your future spouse, for some reason or another, they weren't very touchy-feely, and they didn't want to focus too much on their emotions. Even hearing that maybe they tried to do things to try to make themselves kind of become numb or avoid emotions. So if they ever had any type of friendships, any type of family members, and there were ever any type of emotional conversations that they knew their family members or friends wanted to have with them, they may have gone out of their way to try to avoid those conversations. They may have told them like, oh, sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm busy, I'm working, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, okay? But yeah, I'm just hearing that your person, they didn't like to deal with like heavy emotional things. But what I find so interesting is that I feel like you are someone who is the complete opposite from them. I feel like you are very big about your emotions. You are someone who is very big about discussing your feelings, and you don't wear a mask whatsoever. I think that you are someone, at least in their eyes, who wears your heart on your sleeve. You are just fearlessly emotional and fearlessly real. And for someone who always ran away from their emotions, they always ran away from heavier conversations, they always ran away from just letting people see like the real side to them, because I do feel like for most of the time they were kind of wearing a mask and not letting people realize what was really like going on underneath their outside exterior. For them to meet someone like you, that was like a huge wake-up call. And I feel like whenever they first met you, that may have even been a bit of a turnoff at first. They may have not wanted to talk to you or not wanted to start a relationship with you or get to know you better, because they realized how emotional you are, how real you are, and that kind of made them get a bit afraid. But I feel like somehow you wore them down. I'm hearing that you're a very chatty Cathy. I feel like you are someone who likes to offer your cup and a conversation to everyone. At least this is how they see you. And so I think that eventually you wore them down. And so at the end of the day, I think what made them fall in love with you was how you were everything they were not. You are someone who, again, shows your emotions. You are not afraid to have those heavier conversations. And I think that you are honestly going to show them how beautiful it can be to talk about your feelings. You're going to show them how beautiful it can be whenever you're not afraid to just open up, right? And so I think what they're going to love so much about you and what's going to make them fall in love with you is that you are going to help them come outside of their shell. You're going to help them open up, and you are just going to crack open that icy exterior that they have. And you're going to show them what it's like to be in a true relationship with great communication. And I just love that. I feel like as they meet you, as they get to know you, not only are they going to start to reveal their emotions to you, but they're going to start to reveal their emotions to other people. And you might even become someone who they feel like they can come to for anything. I think that with the King of Cups coming through here, they are going to see you as someone who is a bit of an advisor, and they're also going to look up to you. You are going to be a bit of a role model to them. And so at the end of the day, what they're going to love so much about you and what's going to make them fall head over heels in love with you is the fact that they look up to you so much and they respect you so much. They just see you as someone who is so wise. They see you as someone who offers really great advice, and they just feel comfortable being around you, being in your energy. I honestly am also hearing that they might have been someone who was on the quieter side, who didn't just talk about their emotions, but they also just didn't really talk to people in general. And I feel like as they are around you more, you are going to help them kind of break out of that quietness, and you are going to encourage them to go out, meet new people, make more friends. And I think that that is also going to be something that causes them to fall in love with you. It's the fact that you are going to help them just become more friendlier in general. You are going to help them meet new people, experience life more, and just live in general. And I think that that is so beautiful. I think the people that they're going to meet through you and because of you, they're going to be people who really affect them and who really make them happy. And so whenever they think about you, some of the things that are going to really just make them feel so happy whenever it comes to you is the fact that you help them have happier moments and create happier moments by meeting new people to experience those happier moments with as well. Okay? So yeah, you are just really going to break them out of this shell. You are going to make them live again, and you are just going to help them just start a new chapter of their life. And I think that that is so, so, so beautiful. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some extra messages here. I also think that you're going to help them follow their heart as well. I think that whenever you meet them, you're going to talk to them and you're going to ask them, what is it that sets you on fire? What is it that makes you happy and makes you feel very passionate? And whatever it is that they love, whatever it is that they aspire to have in their life, you're going to encourage them to go after it. So you're almost going to make them become an even more dreamier person. You're going to make them believe in their dreams here. And I think that that is so lovely. And that is definitely something that they're going to love so much about you as well. That's going to make them fall in love with you. It's the fact that you are going to help them just go after every dream that they've ever had. Okay? So again, they're just going to stop coasting through life and start living their life more with you. Yeah. Wow. I love this. I love this so much. So we have Magic Fish coming through, and Magic Fish talks about really setting goals for yourself and going after those goals. And so I'm honestly hearing that they see you as someone who is very ambitious, and they see you as someone who doesn't just set goals for yourself and never actually goes after it, but you're a doer. You're an action taker. You're a mover and shaker. Whatever you say you're going to go after, you eventually go after it. And that is something that they are going to fall in love with. It's your tenacity. It's your determination. We have anniversary with partnerships coming through, and I'm just hearing that you are someone who is very thoughtful. You are someone who I see as placing a lot of importance on these type of days, on anniversaries, on holidays, things like that. You go out of your way to make the people in your life feel special, and I think that you are going to make your partner, your future spouse, feel very special. I see you going out of your way, buying these sweet gifts, maybe even making gifts just to let them see how much they mean to you, right? And so they are going to appreciate all of those moments. They're going to appreciate how romantic you are and how you go out of your way to show them how much you love them, how much you care. And they're just going to see you as someone who is so romantic, and they are going to love that about you so much. And that's going to be another thing that causes them to fall in love with you. We have wish good luck on the one you love. So I think that you make them feel luckier. You make them feel like so long as you are by their side, you are like their lucky charm, and they just feel so much more brave and so much more daring. They feel like they can go out and go after things that they never thought they would go after before, or that they were too afraid to go after before. You also help them step outside of their comfort zone and be more real with people. And it's because of the fact that, again, they just feel more brave whenever they are around you. They feel like they can do things, that they can do anything they set their mind on, and that everything is going to be okay because they have their good luck charm right by their side, which is you. And that's going to be something they love about you. We have wedding coming through. We literally have wedding. So this is just further confirmation that this is your future spouse. But we also have the keyword family coming through right here. And so you might be someone who is very close with your family, and maybe they're gonna really love that about you. Maybe you are going to help them place more importance on their own family, or it might be that they just see you as someone who is their family. And so at the end of the day, they're just going to appreciate how wherever you are, you feel like home. That's their home. That's their family. So yeah, a hug from you just feels like they are stepping into their house, their home, and that's going to be something they love about you as well. And then last but not least, we have something wild, and that is what they see you as. They see you as someone who is so wild. You are someone who is so brave and so wildly strong to be able to always put your heart on the line and to wear your heart on your sleeve. They see you as someone who is just so audaciously beautiful, so audaciously strong, and so audaciously just you. And at the end of the day, because you are so real, because you are you, because you are authentic to yourself and to this life that you are living, that is going to be what ultimately causes them to fall in love with you. So yes, you guys, at the end of the day, that's what I'm seeing for you. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love y'all so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful Christmas. Mwah. Bye. Hello, group 2. So if you felt called to this beautiful bright yellow and white candy cane today, then hi. Hello, my name is Cameron, and I'm so happy to have you here today. So on the day that I am creating this video, it does happen to be Christmas. So even though you are going to be watching this video after Christmas, I just am here and wishing you a happy Christmas and a happy holidays. I love being able to make videos like this for you guys, and one of the biggest Christmas gifts I could ever receive is your support and your love. So I hope y'all love me, and I love y'all, and I'm just gonna stop talking now because I'm rambling, and I don't know, when I ramble I say silly things. So let's start shuffling through your cards today, okay? Guys, I do want to say, my brother is outside right now. He's home for the holidays, and he is playing his video games so freaking much right now. So if you hear any yelling, any screaming, any loud noises, just know it's him. he's out there having fun with his bros, okay? So please let it go, let it flow. But yeah, let's find out why your future spouse is going to fall head over heels in love with you. So Spirit, may we please get some messages, please? What is it about my group 2 folks that's going to make their future spouse fall in love with them? Can we get some messages, please? Beautiful. Let's get one more card. There we go. Okay, so first of all, for the back of the deck energy, we have the 6 of Swords coming through. That's a beautiful card. I love that. Now, we also, we have the Tower coming through. We've got the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, and we have the 10 of Cups. This is interesting. Okay, so I'm hearing that whenever your future spouse meets you, I think that they are going to meet you whenever they are honestly going through a troubling chapter of their life. With the Tower card coming through, this talks about something traumatic happening. This talks about going through some type of shift within your life, and this shift is something that you never wanted to experience. So the Tower card can represent anything. It can represent a death in the family. It can represent a breakup. It can represent losing your job. It just talks about going through a really big shift and going through a shakier moment, right? Things are shaking up and it's not in the way that you wanted it to, right? And so I'm hearing that whenever they meet you, they're going through this moment in their life, and I think that they honestly don't really want to talk to anyone. They just kind of want to do their own thing and be on their own here, and maybe even kind of just sulk a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hearing that your future spouse is kind of gonna be a bit of a downer. I think that they're gonna be a bit of a negative Nelly. They're really gonna be letting this, whatever it is that's happening to them, just bring them down, and they don't want to talk to anyone about what's happening in their life right now. They don't want to have anyone make them feel better. They kind of just want to sulk. They kind of just want to just let themselves feel what they need to feel, right? And so what's so interesting about this, though, is that I feel like you are going to come quite unexpectedly. I think that you are going to come with this Knight of Cups here. And I see you kind of not taking no for an answer. I see you coming up to them and really just offering your cup and offering them a shoulder to cry on, or just offering them an ear, right? And so what's interesting about this is that I feel like group 1 kind of had a similar theme here. They kind of had a bit of a similar message. So if you felt called to group 1, which was this coral and white candy cane, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. Check out that group. But yeah, I just think that you're going to come along, and I see you kind of picking them up and helping them get past this shakier moment in their life. And you are going to be someone who they are going to be able to rely on. You are going to be someone who they are eventually going to depend on, and they are going to be so thankful that you were there for them. They're going to be so thankful that you gave them this ear to listen, that would listen to them, and you gave them a shoulder that they could cry on. And I'm telling you right now, I don't see this relationship being romantic right away. I see you guys being friends first. Like, I honestly don't think that you are going to be going up to your future spouse and having any type of like ulterior motives here. I don't see you trying to give this person a shoulder to cry on just because you want to get in their pants or because you want to date them eventually. Like, no, I honestly see you having very pure intentions with them. I see you kind of seeing this person, seeing your future spouse, and seeing them being sad, seeing them be upset, and you genuinely want to help them. You want to be there for them, right? And so I just think that at the end of the day, what's truly going to make them fall head over heels in love with you is the fact that you were there for them. Even whenever they tried to push you away and push you aside, they may have even said some mean words to you to try to get you to leave, you were still there for them. You were a constant in their life. You never gave up on them. You were always there for them, and you waited for them until they were ready to talk to you, right? You waited for them. And so what's going to make them fall head over heels in love with you is just how passionate you are about people. It's how kind you are. It's how you are someone who is always constant. You are someone who is always there. You are reliable. You are trustworthy. And they feel like they can tell you anything. And you're not going to judge them or belittle them or make them feel bad for the way that they are feeling. And I'm also hearing that they're just going to value your friendship so much. They're going to love how you guys just didn't get together just like that. They're going to love how you guys truly became friends first before you guys started to have any type of relationship, right? And at the end of the day, what they're going to value so much about you is that I honestly feel like you are going to give them, you're not just going to be their support group, but you are going to be someone who gives them an even wider support group as well. Because with the Ten of Cups coming through, this is the card of family. This is the card of creating a family with someone, finding your found family as well. And so I feel like you are going to be someone that is going to get them to step outside of their quiet shell here. You're going to get them to come outside of their cave and experience life more. And I think that you are going to have friends, have family members who you are going to have them meet along the way. And they are just going to make more friends through you. They're going to find a group of people who they feel like they can really relate to, who they feel like they can belong to as well. So yeah, not only are you going to be there for them, but you are also going to give them other people, widen their friend group, and help them find a family. So yeah, why are they going to fall in love with you? It's because you are going to be there for them through a very dark chapter in their life, and you are going to help shine a light on them. It's your positivity. I'm honestly hearing that you're a very, very positive person, and I think that that's going to contrast very well to how they were feeling. Because I'm honestly hearing that they're kind of going to be a bit of a grump, and you're going to be like the sunshine, right? That gets them to be less grumpy. And yeah, they're just really going to value that side to you. They're going to value how you never gave up on them and how you were always there for them and you helped them find somewhere where they could belong. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on and let's take a look at your oracle cards, okay? So Spirit, for group 2, can we get some oracle messages, please? What is it about my group 2 folks that is going to make their future spouse fall in love with them? Can we get some messages, please? Why is group 2 future spouse? Why is their future spouse going to fall in love with them? Wow. We have 3 cards coming through, and we'll take it. Let's get one more card from this deck. What is it about group 2? Group 2. Their future spouse. Why are they going to fall in love with them? What is going to make them fall in love with group 2? What is it about them? Okay. Yeah. This is so lovely to see. Okay, you guys, so we have Bubble Rider coming through. Abundance. Come clean to the one that you love. Child at heart. Romance. And fairies. So guys, I feel like Bubble Rider, Child at Heart, and fairies all kind of go well together as one grand message. So I feel like you are someone, excuse me, who your future spouse is going to see as someone who is a child at heart. You are someone who's very bubbly, very bright, and you are someone who honestly believes in magic. You can see the magic in the world, right? You might even be someone who believes in fairies. You believe in what people can't see. You are just able, you just have this faith that is so beautiful and so overwhelmingly just incredible. And so what's going to make them fall in love with you, it's the way that you look at the world. It's the way that you believe in magic. And it's the way that you just live your life in general. You are just a happy person because you are able to see the magic in the world. You always have this like magical type of persona. You're just a very happy, very bright person, and you always have something sweet to say. You talk all the time, and I honestly think that your person is kind of quiet, so they're gonna love how you are such a talker because they could just like be there and be quiet and just like bask in your bubbly personality and listen to your stories. And they just love that. They love that. They can just sit there and be quiet while you do all the conversation, right? You do all the legwork and do all the talking and the chatting, and they're just gonna like that, right? So yeah, that's why they're gonna fall in love with you, because you're a child at heart, you're magical, you believe in magic, and they love how you can talk circles around them and everyone else. They love that. We have come clean to the one that you love. So again, I just feel like you're someone who is not afraid to talk about your emotions. I think that you are someone who's very honest, very very truthful, and you are also going to make them feel like they can be very honest with you and that they can come clean to you and talk to you about anything, and that again, you're not going to judge them or nothing. We have abundance coming through. So I just feel like you are someone who is going to be very abundant. I think that whenever they are around you, your future spouse feels like they can do anything. They feel like everything is possible because of the fact that you are just such a positive individual. You believe in the impossible. You make the impossible seem possible, and they love being around that energy. They love being around you. You just kind of like charge them up. You recharge them, and you make them believe in the limitless potential in themselves and in other people. And they love that. That's going to make them fall in love with you. And at the end of the day, with romance coming through, they just see you as someone who is a romantic. You're a romantic, and you might even be you're going to be very romantic with them. I see you maybe doing like these grand things, just being all lovey-dovey with them, maybe surprising them with gifts and love and chocolate and things like that, and they're just gonna love that about you, right? You're just gonna make them feel loved and appreciated and adored, and who doesn't like that? Who doesn't love feeling adored, right? So yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by the side of TerraTube again sometime. So yeah, I love y'all. Happy holidays. Bye. Hello, group 3. So if you felt called to this beautiful traditional red and white candy cane today, then hi, hello. My name is Cameron, and I'm so happy to have you here on my side of TerraTube. So on the day that I'm filming this, it does happen to be Christmas Day. So whenever I post this, it's no longer gonna be Christmas, but I'm just gonna wish y'all a very Merry Christmas anyways. I hope that your day is filled with love and cheer and happiness, and I hope that you continue to have a happy holidays. Okay, now I do have to go ahead and say really quickly that my brother is home for the holidays as well, and he is playing his video games, and he can get pretty freaking loud. Okay, so if you hear any yelling, any loud noises, just know it's him. Okay, he's very passionate about his games. But anyways, you guys, let's go ahead and find out why your future spouse is going to be passionate about you. So why is group 3's future spouse going to fall head over heels in love with them? What is it about my group 3 folks that's gonna make their future spouse fall in love with them? Can we get some messages, please? There we go. Okay, so first of all, ooh, for the back of the deck energy, we have the Lovers card coming through. Starting out with the bang, you guys. This does talk about Gemini energy, so your future spouse could be a Gemini, you could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Venus. Now, this does talk about just finding your perfect partner. And so I'm honestly hearing right away that just talking about like the physical side of things, I feel like you are going to be their perfect partner. Whatever it is that they are interested in, whatever it is that they seek out in a partner physically, I think that you are going to be it. You're going to fit it to a T. So whatever their type is, I feel like you're going to be their type. Okay, so if your person likes tall blondes with curvy waists, you're gonna fit that. If they like short people with black hair, you're gonna be that, okay? But yeah, but interestingly enough, it could be for some of you guys that maybe you're gonna be completely different from their type, but it's almost like whenever they meet you, they're just gonna feel an instant connection to you, and it doesn't matter if you're not their traditional type. You're hot, you're the one, and they just know whenever they look at you, like, you're their person, right? They're just gonna know it. And even if you're not their traditional type, you're gonna become their type. So yeah, I know that was kind of like a really different, 2 different messages coming through here, but I am reading for a very large audience, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and move on to the other messages here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, you guys. These cards are in like Roman numerals, and your girl can't read Roman numerals. I should know them by now, but I don't. I'm sorry. We have the Guru coming through, which does represent the Hierophant. We've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6 of Wands. And we also have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you guys. So, this is interesting. What are they going to love about you? What is going to cause them to fall in love with you? Okay. So, first of all, you are a boss B. You're a boss babe, okay? You are someone who always gets the job done. You are someone who you are going to do really well wherever you end up, all right? And I think that you are just someone who is very ambitious. You are very determined to climb up that career ladder. and you're someone who's going to make that bank, okay? You're going to be very successful. And so it is because of how determined you are. It's because of how hardworking you are that is going to make them fall for you, okay? That is going to be one of the most beautiful traits that they love about you, okay? That's like just so amazing to them. And I feel like the reason why they appreciate and love that so much about you is because for just a few of you guys, your future spouse might be someone who is a little bit scattered, okay? I'm kind of picking up on that like air energy. And air signs, these are the type of people who can be very, very, very ambitious. I mean, first of all, we have Aquarius people. Aquarius people, oh my goodness, they are so ambitious, and they usually do so many amazing things with their life and in their life. But then we have like the Geminis, and we've got the Libras. Now they also have the potential to be very, very successful and very, very ambitious. But they also have the tendency to be someone who kind of goes up and down. They have a tendency to switch up on things. They might decide for some time that they want to be a lawyer. And then like a few months later, they might decide that they want to do a complete 180 and become a ballroom dancer, right? Whenever I think of Geminis and Libras, they're kind of like butterflies, right? They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. And they kind of float from one thing to another. One thing to another. And so I feel like you are just very different from them. You are not like that. You are someone who is very stable. You are someone who, once you set your mind to something, once you decide to do something, you do it, and you will stay on that path, okay? And so I think that because of this, because you are so different from them, they recognize y'all's differences, and they love and admire those differences that you have. They love how you are someone who is able to have these goals, and you're able to decide what you want, and you don't switch up, you don't change your mind, you just stay on that path and you continue down it, right? And so they're just gonna love how different you are from them. And I feel like you are honestly going to be someone who they look up to so much, and they are going to want to almost like become you in a way. They're just gonna fangirl or fanboy over you so much, so hardcore, right? And you are just going to inspire them to want to lay down roots. You're gonna inspire them to want to try to become more stable and to want to try to kind of decide what they want and then stay on that pathway, okay? And so what is it that is going to make them fall in love with you? It's the fact that you are so different from them. It's the fact that you are able to make these goals and go after them, and it's the fact that they just respect you so much and admire you so much as a person. Now, another thing that they're gonna love about you is how committed you are, right? With the guru coming through, this talks about commitment. This talks about love and marriage. And I feel like once you guys get into a relationship, you treat love and romance the same way you treat your job or any other goal that you decide to go after, right? Once you decide that you want something, once you decide that someone is yours, they're always going to be yours, right? You're not going to change your mind or switch up, right? So I feel like once you decide that you love this person, your future spouse, once you decide that they are yours and that y'all are going to be together forever, you're not ever going to switch up on them. You're not ever going to part from them. You're not ever going to change your mind and say, oh, I want someone else because of this or that. Like, no. You are a true ride or die. And so they're going to fall madly in love with that, with how stable you are, with how constant you are. Your love is going to be a constant within their life from the moment that you decide to give them your love and to give them your heart. And they are just going to love that so freaking much. They are going to find that commitment that you give to be so incredible. They're going to love your loyalty, and they are just going to feel so incredibly lucky and so incredibly happy to be able to be the one on the receiving end of that love, of that trust, of that loyalty. And they're just going to feel so lucky. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on. And let's take a freaking look at your oracle cards. Oh, I do want to say that we were getting a ton of Capricorn, a ton of Taurus and Virgo energy, and I'm honestly hearing that you could be the one that's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. If you are not one of those signs, then I feel like you at least have those signs somewhere pretty heavily within the rest of your chart. So if you never looked at your chart, you should totally check it out. And if you see a ton of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy, then take it as a sign that you're in the right reading today. But anyways, let's get some messages, please. For group 3, what is it that is going to make their future spouse fall in love with them? What is it about my group 3 folks that's going to make them fall in love with them? Let's get one more card. Beautiful. And let's get one more card from here. There we go. Yes. Ooh, I love this. Okay. Beautiful. So we have the balancing act coming through. Stimulation. Be patient with the one that you love. Harmony. And the birth of magic. So I honestly love that we have the number 4 coming through right here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a number right here, and it is 4. And in numerology, 4 talks about stability. 4 talks about being grounded. And so again, whenever they are around you, they just feel like there is so much stability with you. They feel like you give them a lot more stability in their life, and they just feel very grounded with you. You ground them really, really well. Okay, I honestly think before they met you that they were kind of just like floating through life, going from one thing to the next. And from the moment that they meet you, they are just going to place down roots. And they're not going to feel stuck. They're not going to feel like they can't move or like they're not growing anymore. Like, no, they're gonna put down roots and they're gonna flourish. I feel like before they never wanted to stop or stay anywhere for too long. They might have even traveled a bit, done a bit of traveling, okay? But I just feel like they never wanted to stay anywhere too long, because they just felt like from the time that they just from the moment that they stopped moving, they felt like they weren't growing, right? So they may have even bounced from one relationship to the next, one job to the next. But from the moment that they meet you, you're going to help them place down roots. And you're going to be the first person that doesn't make them feel stuck. You are going to be someone who stimulates them so much. You stimulate their mind. You stimulate their soul, and you're just going to make them feel like even though they're not moving, even though they're putting down roots, they're always going to be growing, always going to be evolving, right? And so that is going to be something that truly makes them fall head over heels in love with you. I honestly see them as seeing you as someone who's a very interesting person. I think that you are someone with the stimulation card who is always trying to learn new things and experience new things as well. And so they are just going to love living life with you and learning these things that you learn along the way. They love hearing what you have to say. They find you to be a very interesting person with very interesting conversations. And so that is going to be something that causes them to love you so much. With the balancing act coming through again, you're just gonna help them find that balance. I mean, we keep on coming back to this. We keep on coming back to them just feeling more balanced. We keep on coming back to them wanting to try to set goals for themselves and go after those goals, and not kind of do something different, right? You are going to inspire them to just be a different type of person. And I just think that that is so incredible. Another thing they're gonna love about you is that you are just very, very patient. You're very patient with them. I think that you don't get angry really easily. And you're just a very like harmonious person. Because of that, they're able to be around you and to not like argue with you a whole lot, right? You are someone who is able to keep the peace, and they just feel like there's y'all aren't argumentative at all. Things just feel very smooth with you, okay? And so they're really gonna like that as well, and that's gonna be something that they fall in love with, the fact that you guys are just very harmonious together, and y'all don't fight all the time or go at each other. Like, no, they just feel like things are very calm, things are very smooth whenever they're with you. And at the end of the day, with the birth of magic coming through, this honestly makes me think of children. And so I just think that they're gonna want to have children with you. They're gonna imagine what it would be like to have a child with you, especially because of the fact that they look up to you so much. They feel like if they were to like have children with you, if their children take after you at all, they're just gonna be so amazing. Now again, take this as it resonates, because for some of you guys, maybe you don't want to have children, so it could be that maybe they just want to have and foster like little animals with you, or plants, or whatever it may be. But yeah, at the end of the day, they just look up to you so freaking much, and they adore the heck out of you. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a really big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and every Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of Tarot Tube again sometime. So yeah, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a very lovely rest of your holiday, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Mwah. Bye.